Hello everybody, welcome to another Zabbix video. This time I will talk about dashboard, a template level dashboard. I'm currently in a works of designing my perfect Linux server dashboard at the template level, and I'm facing an interesting challenge, or there is like a need of mine, how I would like the graph to look like, and I found out it's impossible to implement what I want to accomplish. And let me share my use case and how I'm dealing with it. Here we look on the dashboard, like the stuff I have designed so far, and when it goes to like when the topic is about usage, like for example memory usage, we have used memory and available memory. For my taste, I really like the idea to create a stacked graph, which is like a cake. You take one layer, you put that layer, and then the next layer goes on the top of that layer. Here we see like green fill and red fill, and the red one is used and the green one is available. So I like this idea because like we insert only 2 data points, and the graph visually gives kind of like the feedback how much total memory is there without inserting the third line. I can kind of like sense by looking on the legend here on the y-axis, and I see like it's like 768 megabytes, and that's because I did manually install the lowest number is 0, and adding all the data points, it's like summing up on the top of each other, and I see like immediately like what's the total. But what I don't like here is like there is actually no influence which layer comes first. In this example, used is red, green is the available, and for my taste, like I would really like the used to come first. Like the red layer comes first, and if the red becomes bigger, like if the memory is increasing, it is kind of like visually pleasant to my eyes, like the red fulfill comes bigger and it starts from the bottom. And with current tools I found it like impossible, like it's not possible. And let's have a look on the configuration. If we go to the configuration, here this is the configuration of the widget. We add 2 data points, and I really want to use this checkbox stacked. It's not a thing for me to like add like another data set. I want both data points to kind of do a sum together, which will represent the total. Yeah, now the limitation. And no matter how I add these items, like I can add the used first, save the widget, and then add the available, or the other way around, it does not influence the outcome, and always the available comes first. And it is yeah, it gets me a little bit crazy, like why is that? So no solution, or and yeah, I have two ideas. One is like halfway delivering what I need, and let's see that idea at first. And one way to accomplish like used at the bottom would be I would leave this used over here, and maybe like remove the available, add another data set, and this will be available, like something green, and I would add memory total, which is interesting choice here, and I will put here stacked as well. Like maybe the total with the green will come first, and then the used with the red will come after. So what is the outcome if we do this? Apply and save this template dashboard, and now I will refresh the page. So now the used is on the top. If we refresh, click, then so now the used is at the bottom. Like quite a good accomplishment. This is like half a victory for me. I really like the idea, like memory, if it's going up, the line is going up. Like if it's more used, the line is going up, and the previous picture was if it's more used, the line is going down. And now, yeah, it gives this aesthetics, like use it at the bottom, free at the top. If the red line is going up, it gets worse with the server. So it's almost done here, but it's not ideal even in this situation. Like I'm adding the line total, and I like to observe the min, average, max for every metric. That's my style, and adding the total, it's like always the same data here, and like I'm losing that picture about free memory, which was previously calculated right into this legend, and now it's gone. Like I have only total, and the usage is useful. Yeah, the graph is exactly as I wanted, but now like I kind of like waste the data at the bottom of the graph. And the last idea how I decided to fight with this problem, like to get back the free, to get the used at the bottom, like the used is the first layer, and on the top of that comes the free. And the last idea, which I think is the best one today, is like changing the vocabulary. The thing is, like, it seems like the lines are, like the sectors are drawn in alphabetical order, and at least this theory looks right. And so if we know that the lines are like the layers are drawn in the alphabetic order, then we can manipulate if we choose completely different words like used and the available memory, like we have to choose something else. And here are some variations, like we see the used is starting with the U, which is at the end of the alphabet, and available is at the beginning, and that was my like pain. The available always come first, and the solution is like to choose something else. Like instead of using used, so we can use occupied, and then for the free memory, vacant memory, like or consumed. Even here, the C in the alphabet comes first, and then the R comes after that, and like a lot of different variations. So, and let's try to implement one of these. And occupied, copy. And what I will do is I will visit my template, and I have memory used over here. And I will rename the item name. Instead of used, I will have occupied, update. And the other keyword is vacant. And here available. And vacant, v, update. Okay, the item name is different. By the way, we are not losing any historical data points if we rename just the name. It's completely safe. And now, now I have completely different names. I need to redesign the whole dashboard actually, because this one is targeting those things. So I will remove this one, memory used. So that's not used anymore. But I have memory occupied. Click. This is red, and the stack is still on, and memory vacant. Okay. And here we can have different color for the other one. So used will be, or I will set the green one by default, something like that. And occupied, click copy to clipboard. Here I will have an override over here and tell that occupied is red. So out from the box, the dataset is all green, but I will tell that occupied must be red, and the stacked is there. And the alphabetic order is at first will be occupied and then the vacant. Okay, apply, saving the dashboard and checking how it looks like. Refresh. And what do we see? Like quite a nice picture. Now, I see occupied, that's the used, the old used, and it is at the it's the very first layer to the in the cake or in the graph, and only on after that, on the top of that, comes green. For this server, I can show an example. If we filter out last 2 days, I see something in the last 2 days did happen with the CPU. I'm zooming in here. There is higher CPU usage, and in my setup, I see that the CPU was generated by XZ utility was running in the background, and we can see in the very moment when I started to compress something, the memory gone up and the green area is shrinking. We can kind of visually spot in a very I want to say nice way, it's there. Yes, that is everything for this video workaround, or how I decided to use and fight with this problem. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up. By the way, this channel is having some playlists, so this video is related to the dashboards. If you are interested in more tricks for the dashboards, check out the playlists. There is Zabbix dashboards. Another playlist is odd solutions. I would classify this as a very odd solution. Check out those videos as well. And thanks for watching.